according to scholars that interpret this verse, they don't put it that way. Ibn Kathir literally says these people they were fought because of their religious beliefs, not because they fought against Muslims. They were just doing their own thing, and Allah commanded them because they refused to accept Muhammad as a prophet and they were following their religious beliefs. That was why Allah revealed the verse, 29, to fight the people who don't believe in Allah. All right, especially the Jews and the Christians. So, why do you follow a God that literally commands Muslims to fight those who don't follow Allah and His teachings? Does that make sense to you?
Can I talk now?
Yeah, the flow is yours.
Okay, thank you. Now, first thing you want to establish here is that every fast you have been quoting since is all about is a fast that is called Madaniya. And I'm very sure you have, as a apologist, you will know we have Makiya and Madaniya Surah, yeah? Am I right?
Go ahead, just go ahead.
Go on,
I
go
don't.
on, go on.
So when we are talking, when Surah is a Makiya, anything that is from Mecca, it means that it was revealed before Hijrah. So anything that was revealed before Hijrah, it doesn't speak anything about war, like fight, fight, fight. No. But after Hijrah, that is when you are going to see verses like fight those who do not fight, do this and do this. So now, this fast we are talking about the verse 29. Verse 29. Though the fast was actually commanding Muslims to fast those who do not believe in Allah. But if you want me to just stay and contemplate on this fast, then we have to abrogate all other fasts, and we must bring a proof that this fast has abrogated all other fasts that command us not to fight those who do not fight us, and those that command us that Allah do not forbid you from being kind and just to those who do not fight you. That is Quran 68, and a lot of verses that command us to be just and kind to those that do not follow our religion, and they are also kind to us. So unless you bring me a proof that shows that this particular fast has abrogated all other fasts, if you can bring me that, then we are good with it.
Okay, I don't know why it is difficult to straightforwardly answer a simple question. I really don't know what you're trying to do. But here's the thing, let's do it this way. The verse says, fight those who do not believe in Allah. All right? I understand the rhetoric you're trying to display. But before we go there, because that would take us away from the actual discussion. When Allah says, fight those who do not believe in Allah, especially the Jews and the Christians. Now, first question, let me put it this way so you get it. Do you have any historical writing that shows that Christians fought against Muhammad and then Allah commanded Muhammad to retaliate? Do you have anything of such?
So to be very kind, to be very honest, I don't know much about all those wars and Surah. But what I know and believe as a Muslim is that Allah command us not to fight those who do not fight us, and we should be kind to Muslim. And for me currently in my area, we have a lot of Muslim, at the same time we have a lot of Christian,
Okay,
and
okay, brother,
and we are living peacefully together, and I don't
brother,
see any Muslim that goes to
please,
Christian and say I want to fight you because you don't believe. No, I don't see that.
brother, let's not go there. That's childish, okay? Come on, man, what are you doing? In 929, do you know why Allah revealed it? I'm not talking about 928, that contest, because that one is not my business. It's with Muslims and the pagans. But Allah revealed this 29 specifically for a reason. Do you know why?
I don't know why.
Okay, what if I tell you that number one, The Jews and the Christians, specifically the Christians, they did not wage war against Muslims. They were just doing their own things, believing their own stuff, all right? Even if Muslims or Allah thinks,
Are you just going to tell me, or you will bring a proof also?
no, I'm giving you direct proof, but just give me a second, you get it. So 929, okay. What if I tell you that it is about Allah commanding Muslims or Muhammad to go fight people who did not fight against him, people who were just doing their own thing, following what they believe, their religion, and that Allah sent Muhammad and his companion to fight against them. What if I tell you that they didn't do anything against Muhammad, but Allah ordered Muhammad to fight them?
Are you referring to the Byzantine Empire, the Romans one?
Yes.
Okay.
So
They are your point is that they did nothing wrong.
what did they do? What did they do to Muhammad that warrants Allah commanding Muhammad to go fight them?
No, I'm just repeating your point. I'm just repeating about that. I want to understand you clearly. Your claim is that they did nothing wrong. That's what I want
Yes.
to hear.
According to Ibn they did nothing wrong in the sense that they did not fight or wage war against Muhammad that warrants the order against them. The only thing they did
And
wrong, hold on, the only thing they did wrong according to Allah was because they followed their beliefs. They did not accept Muhammad as a prophet. That was the reason why Allah sent Muhammad to wage war against them.
okay.
So, what do you have to say about that? Because these
Ibn
people,
Kesir, Ibn Kesir stated that, according to what you said now, Ibn Kesir also stated that the Byzantine Empire, they didn't do anything wrong. They don't wage war, and Muhammad go fight them, right?
yes, he said these people, the Romans, they didn't do anything wrong. I'm not saying that when you say they didn't do anything wrong, we need to know what they did. What Allah said they did wrong was because they did not accept Muhammad as a prophet. The Christians in that context, they did not accept him as a prophet. They reject prophets, and they did not accept the laws of Allah and Muhammad. And then Allah, for that reason, gave this verse 29 that you should fight against those who do not believe in Allah and who do not take Muhammad as a prophet. That was why. So if you have anything to tackle that argument or that evidence, bring it forth. Because what I have studied shows that Allah gave this command because of what they believe. And we can correlate this with what is happening today to those who do not believe in Allah because it's based on religious beliefs. If you don't believe, unlike them. So do you have any evidence that you think can tackle this evidence, this clear evidence that shows that the Christian didn't do
Now,
anything to Muhammad? Otherwise,
according
give me,
to based on
let me just
your
drop
claim
this.
now,
Let me just drop this. Otherwise, give me any historical context that shows that the Christians first waged war against Muhammad and then Muhammad retaliated.
did this Byzantine army, the Byzantine, did Muhammad fight them? Did they fight a physical fight, like physical war?
Oh my God. Allah commanded them. What does that mean? Did Allah say, okay, don't worry, don't fight them anymore? Of course they
Did
did.
it happen? I'm saying according to history, based on the history you have read, did it happen?
Whether it happens, I don't know. But Allah commanded them to. Did Allah
So
did
you
Allah send
you
brother,
don't know whether it
brother,
happened or not, but
brother,
you just know that
brother,
Allah commands it.
Umar. Ibn Kathir says the reason as to why Allah commanded them to go and fight is because They did not accept Allah's law and reject prophets, and also specifically rejected the mightiest prophet of them all, which is Muhammad. I'm quoting it because they are verbatim. So whether they fought, whether they did not, that's not the point. Otherwise, maybe you can give me a verse, an explicit verse where Allah says, okay, don't fight them again. Or Allah already give them go ahead. So whether they fall, that's not my point. My point is they've been Allah's given this command specifically for this reason. The command is there.
Now, can I explain what happened now?
Go ahead.
So now, Allah give a command that these people, you have to fight them. And what did they do? These 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 people, they are what? We have already established that there is a treaty between them. Now, Prophet Muhammad now found out.
Brother, I'm sorry to cut you. There is no treaty between Muslims and Christians. The only treaty that is mentioned is between Muslims and the pagans.
Is there
Please.
is there is there an Arab Christian?
Bro, there is no. Okay. See, let us not talk without providing proof. Give me any tafsir that says there was a
All
treaty
the
between
all the
Christians
proof,
and the Muslims.
all your claim, you haven't provided a single proof.
I just
Everything
gave
you
you
have
tafsir
claimed.
of Ibn Kathir. I gave it to you. You want to read it?
Yes, I want to read it.
Okay, hold on. Let me just go to my screen. I hope my son allows me to do this, but I think so. Give me a second. Babe, give me the mouse. All right, let's read it together. Guys, here you go.
Are you using Quran.com to get advocacy so you can be reading the same thing?
Don't worry, oh, just give me a second. What's going on here? Consent. This is 929 Surah At-Tawbah, and then this is 29. Let's go to the tafsir. Okay, are you seeing my screen?
Why don't you use okay?
Bro, I'm using taf. Oh, come on, man, go. This is not the time. Oh my God. All right, now this is Ibn Kathir, right? So 28, he added 28 and 29 together. So
Yes,
he
yes.
first
I
talks
think it
about,
is also the same. It's also the same with the Quran.com.
hold on, yeah, no problem. So now here is it first talks about 28, about the idolaters, right?
No, let us read it. Let us read it together.
All right, so, but I was just trying to jump it because 2028 doesn't really concern me. But let's read it together to really get the understanding. So, idolaters are no longer allowed into Masjid al Haram. Allah commands His believing servants who are pure in religion and person to expel the idolaters. Stop. Hold on, give me a second. Why are you taking my mind? Go to mommy. Go. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Where are we? Okay, let me just read from here. Allah commanded His believing servants who are pure in religion and person to expel the idolaters who are filthy in the religious sense. Okay, from Masjid al Haram. After the revelation of this ayah, idolaters were no longer allowed to go near the masjid. This ayah was revealed in the ninth year of Hijrah. The messenger of Allah sent Ali in the company of Abu Bakr that year to publicize to the idolaters that no mushrik will be allowed to perform Hajj after that year, nor a naked person allowed to perform tawaf around the house. Allah completed this decree, made it a legislative ruling as well as a fact of reality. All right. Abdul Razak recorded that Jabir bin Abdullah commented on the ayah. Listen, O you who believe, verily the mushrik are impure. So it's talking about 20 here, right? Let them not come near Masjid al-Haram after this year, unless it was a servant or one of the people of Dimna. Imam Abu Mel, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrongly, but yeah, said Umar bin Abdul Aziz wrote to his governors to prevent Jews and Christians from entering the masjid of Muslims, and he followed his order with Allah's statement. Okay, now watch this. He said, "Verily, the mushrik are impure." Allah said, all of the sacred area, the Aram is considered a masjid for Allah said. So let them not come near Masjid al Haram al Mecca at Mecca after this year. This ayah indicates that idolaters are impure and that the believers are pure. In the Sahih is the following. Okay, so here, the believer does not become impure, Allah said. And if you fear poverty, Allah will enrich you out of His bounty. Muhammad bin Ishaq commented, the people said, our markets will be closed, our commerce destructed, and what will in will vanish what we in will vanish. So Allah revealed this verse. Okay? And if you fear poverty, Allah will enrich you out of his bounty from other resources if he wills until. So we're still talking about the idolaters, right? So if you want us to keep reading, just like as told you, I don't really care about what happened between Muslims and idolaters. What I care about is the 29. So if you still want me
You
to
can skip.
continue,
You can skip
okay.
to the order to fight people.
Exactly. So because that one is really not a problem for me. So here, what is my problem is here. This is where he started quoting the verse 29.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Now he's done with the idolaters. Now let's talk about 29. He said, fight against those who believe not in Allah, nor in the last day, nor forbid that which has been forbidden by Allah and His Messenger, and those who acknowledge not the religion of truth among the people of the book until they pay jizya with willing submission and feel themselves subdued. Therefore, when people of the scripture disbelieved in Muhammad, okay, they had no beneficial faith in any messenger or what the messengers brought. Okay, and then the father says, rather, they followed their religious because these conformed with their ideas, lost in the ways of their forefathers, not because they are Allah's law. You see, what's telling us here, these people, they were only following their own laws, not because it was Allah's law and they did not believe in Muhammad. Let's continue. And religion, had they been true believers in their religions, that faith would have directed them to believe in Muhammad, because all prophets gave the good news of Muhammad's advent and commanded them to obey and follow him. Yet when he was sent, they disbelieved in him, even though he is mightiest of all messengers. This right here even also contradicts the Quran that said there's no distinction between the prophet. But let's move on anyway. Then here he said, therefore, they do not follow their desires and lusts. Therefore, their claim faith in an early prophet will not benefit them because they disbelieved. in the master, sorry, the mightiest, the last and most perfect of all prophets. Hence, did you see that? Hence Allah's
Yes, yes, yes.
statement. Now, the reason as to why Allah revealed the verse is this. He said, hence Allah's statement. Now he quotes the verse. Fight against those who do not believe in Allah and on the last day, nor forbid that which has been forbidden by Allah and Messenger, and those who acknowledge not the religion of truth among the people of the scripture. This honorable ayah was revealed with the order to fight the people of the book after the pagans were defeated. Did you see that?
Yes, yes, continue.
Okay. After the pagans were defeated, the people entered Allah's religion in large numbers, and the Arabian Peninsula was secured under the Muslims' control. Allah commanded His messenger to fight the people of the scripture, Jews and the Christians, on the ninth year of Hijrah, and He prepared His army to fight the Romans and called the people to jihad, announcing His intent and destination. The messenger sent his intent to various Arab areas around Al Medina to gather forces, and he collected an army of 30,000, some people from Medina and some hypocrites in around it. Lagged behind, for that year was a year of drought and intense heat. The messenger of Allah marched, heading towards Asham to fight the Romans until he reached Tabuk, where he sent camp for about 20 days next to its water resources. He then prayed to Allah for a decision and went back to Medina because it was a hard year and the people were weak, as we will mention Allah's willing. Paying jizya is a sign of hope and disgrace, Allah said. Did you see that?
Yeah, yes, I'm seeing it.
Okay, so why did Allah send Muhammad and his people to go fight the Christians and the Jews? Why?
It has been mentioned up there.
That,
Now, the reason why Allah sent Prophet Muhammad is because these people, they let us read it.
bro, I just read it. You said we should read it again?
No, no, no. Because these people, because all prophets gave the good news of Muhammad advent, and they divert, they change the message. They change the message. So Allah command him to fight them. And later on, when they gather the armies and they go, they set a camp, he later prayed to Allah, and Allah reveals to him, he make a decision and went back to Medina without fighting them, without having any physical war with them.
Bro, what are you talking about? Okay, why did he? I mean, let's read it again. Oh my God, what are you talking about? Here it says he already encamped, right? Then he prayed to
He have
Allah for a.
a
Hold
fight,
on,
if you
hold on,
know,
brother.
before.
Hold on. Here it says he prayed to Allah for a decision and went back to Al Medina because of what? Because it was a hard year, not because they were not because he thought that it wasn't a good idea to fight them, because it was a hard year for them. The decision was already made by Allah, and they are very willing to fight it,
Yes,
but because it was a hard year and the people were weak. Did you see that?
yes,
They were
yes,
weak. So they were
yes,
weak. Allah's messengers and whatever, these people were weak. So therefore, they still, if you don't fight today, you will live to fight another day. So they went back to Medina. Not that they didn't, go to the fight or anything like that, but because they had to plan well and wait for a year that would be okay for them to fight. This was the reason as to
yes.
why he went back. Not because he prayed to Allah for Allah to forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. So therefore, let's leave them and let them live their lives. Because
No,
Allah
no,
has
no,
already
no, no.
given. Okay, do you
No,
have
that's
any
not
verse
what I'm
where?
saying.
Hold on.
Now,
But wait, just to get a clarification, just to get a clarification. Did Allah go back in His word? Does this word right here, the commandment of Allah, does it go back to Allah? By, for example, Allah saying, okay, let's just let them go without fighting them. Does the word go back to Allah, or they still have it in their mind that as long as this revelation has already been revealed, we have to then do what Allah told us to do? Is it that way?
No, no, no. They are not fighting them. The reason why they are not fighting them, the reason why they don't continue to fight them, it has been stated here. It's because it was a hard year, and the people who are supposed to fight, they are already weak.
So what does
So
that
that is
mean?
why they decided. That is why people decide to back up, to back down. Sorry, back down and went back to Medina.
So what does that
Now,
mean? Does that mean anything?
yes, yes, yes. Actually, it means something.
Wait. If you don't fight today, do you live to fight another day?
Yeah, sure, sure.
So what does that change? Yes, they were weak. So does it mean that the command has been changed? If you are weak today, are you weak tomorrow?
No, no. Actually,
So
if you are weak, you go back so that
okay,
you can equip yourself more and have more. You regain more energy so that you can fight later.
exactly. So my point is, why do you follow a God that tells you to fight people because of their beliefs?
Because
Because these people didn't do anything to Muhammad. They didn't fight Muhammad. They didn't believe in his teachings. All right, they were just doing their things, and Allah commanded Muslims to go fight them. So why do you follow a God that literally commands you to fight people because they don't believe in your own religion?
why the, where did Allah command every Muslim that you should go and fight them? And currently today,
Bro,
have you seen any
bro,
Muslim that
brother,
fights you because you don't?
stop saying today. In chapter 33, verse 21, Muhammad is your pattern of conduct. Okay, what he does is what you should
Yes.
follow. So here it says, okay, for example, do you know why the Christians, my God, do you know why Allah specifically commands Muhammad to fight the Jews and the Christians? Do you know the context of chapter 9, verse 29?
Yes.
What's the context?
Let me. You know what? Can you let me also explain something here?
Bro, do you know the context?
Context of what?
The context of chapter 9, verse 29. The reason as to why Muslims must fight the Jews and the Christians.
Everything has been explained in the tafsir here.
I don't know. Let me tell you the context. Let me tell you the context. If you read further, there it says the Christians they believe Jesus is the ontological Son of Allah, which means he has the same nature as Allah, and also the Jews they also believe that Uzziah, in a sense, has ontology with Allah. So therefore, you know, they deviate. So today we still have the same belief. We believe that Jesus is the ontological Son of God, which means he has the same nature as the Father. So therefore, he is God, one with the Father. So the Quran has a problem with that even till today. So if that law or whatever, or command or order was given to Muhammad to fight this specific group of people because of what they specifically believe, it means that it still applies to today's context because we still have the same belief. Unless you give me a verse that contradicts this verse here that says, no, don't fight people with their beliefs anymore. Because Allah fights the Jews and the Christians because of
Should
what they
I
specifically believe.
should I can I also contribute my own now?
Yeah, you gotta
Okay, thank you.
tell me the
Now,
context. If not, yeah, go ahead.
now, before. we bring out all these tafsiri, I've mentioned something that we have two different type of surah. We have the one that is known as Makkah and we have the one that is known as Medina. Now, everything that you'll be seeing related to fighting war, unbelievers, the book, people of book, everything you will find it in the book, in those books that are known as Madaniya, which means at that time it is all about war. It is all about war because for you to rule, for you to rule the world at that time, you have to fight war. You cannot rule the world at that time without fighting. Even if you go back to history, we see how people that what they fight. For example, let's look at those people that colonization.
Brother,
They have
brother,
to
brother,
fight.
brother, please let's talk about Islam.
Wait, wait.
You are brother Flo, come on, man. You are presupposing. Do you know more? Okay, what does Ibn Kathir say? Does Ibn Kathir say they were fought or the command was given because of their beliefs? Yes or no?
Yes, I did not argue. I did not disagree with what you are
So why
saying,
do you follow a God that literally tells you or
and
commanded
that is
you?
and
Why
that
do
is
you
why I have
follow?
to explain. And that is
Brother,
why I
brother,
have to
brother,
explain.
your explanation is going away from the context because this is okay. For example, a treaty was broken between Muslims and the pagans. We understand that because a treaty was broken, but there is nothing like treaty between the Christians and the Muslims. The only problem here is because of their religious beliefs. The Christians did not wage war against Muslims. So why did Allah command the Muslims to go fight them? Because I mean, what are you talking about, bro? They were literally commanded to go fight them because of what they believe. Do you really accept that?
Yes,
You accept it?
yes. I did not. I accept everything in the. I accept everything in this
Okay,
textry.
when you accept that if I don't believe in what Allah, for example, if I don't believe in Islam, then I have the right to be fought. I mean, yeah, as in, there is every possibility for me to be fought, right?
No, that he
No,
has a duty to fight you.
no,
That
no,
Omar
no,
has a
no,
duty to fight you.
no. Wait. No. The reason here is that, for example, now, if I if you look at, let's go to politics. In terms of politics, we have different type of politics. There is one that is
Umar,
known as That's one
Umar,
that is known as
Umar,
military, and we have
Umar,
civilian. The what you
Umar,
can wait, you will
Umar,
not give me time to.
Umar, please, I'm gonna see, please. We are not talking about war. Okay, wait, did the Christians and the Jews wage war against Muslims?
It is all about expansion. It is all about expansion, and I want to explain why. You don't
Did they wage war
If you
against
don't want
Muslims? Did
me,
they wage war
no,
against them?
no. If you don't want me to talk, it's a totally different thing. But if you want me to talk, then fine.
I know, bro. You are taking us elsewhere. You're talking about war. Did the Christians wage war against Muslims?
No, they did not.
Okay, so why are you telling me about war? I don't understand. Why are you trying to correlate this one with war? The Christians did not fight against Muslims, but Muslims were commanded to go fight them because of what they believe. Now, what you're going to do for me is prove to me that this one right here, this command here, okay, does how am I going to put it? Prove to me that there is something that contradicts or that cancel this command here, because the context shows that the reason as to why they were fought is we still have the same reason today. The reason still exists today. For example, the Christians still believe Jesus is God, one with the Father. And that reason is the same reason as to why these people were fought. Because the Christians, they believe in God, who is Jesus. They believe in the triune nature of God. The context is there if you read the Quran verse. So tell me, give me something that cancels this verse in the Quran. Otherwise, it applies to today's standard.
I've given you a lot of facts that cancel this, but you don't want to accept.
So what does
There's
that
if
verse?
you go
What does
to
that verse
if
got
you
to
go
do with
to
Christians?
if you go to Quran 2 says it. If you go to Quran 2 verse 190, Quran 2 verse 193, it talks about it so many times. Don't
Talk
fight
about
those
what?
who do not fight you.
Don't fight what?
Who don't fight you.
Okay, which means you are giving me, okay, for the sake of argument, you're giving me a verse that contradicts this one because these people did not fight against Christians, but Allah sorry, these people did
You
not fight
know
against Muslims, but Allah commanded Muslims to go fight them. Is that what you're telling me?
what is let me ask you one question. What is the goal of the prophet when he was alive? What is the goal?
His goal, according to the hadith that also substantiate this, is the goal is for him to go fight those who do not believe in Allah until they say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
The goal is to spread Islam. Is to spread
Yes,
Islam
this is how they
based
spread
on
it, brother. Look at the way they spread it. People at the end they joined Islam
there's
because you
no
have some
any
fighting.
Muslim that disagree with you that Prophet Muhammad actually fight war.
I'm not talking about war. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Are you listening, bro? Not talking about war. Of course, he fought wars, more than
Proper
60 something
Christian.
wars.
Proper Christian.
Yeah.
Proper Christian. Sorry. I'm sorry, sir. If you do not disagree, Umar, if you don't disagree that Muhammad fought war, can you hear me?
Yes.
That Muhammad tried to spread Islam through war. So what exactly are you saying?
What
Because that's
exactly am I
all we have
saying?
been saying since morning, since evening, that through victimizing and oppressing people. That's what we have been saying. So I don't understand what is that what okay, can you confirm that's what you are saying now? So that we know that we just move on.
Umar, is it okay for
I'm listening, sir. Brother
Umar,
Christian, continue.
Umar? Is it okay for one to be fought because he or she doesn't believe in one's faith? Is it okay for that person to be, to experience something of this nature?
Wait, is it okay to do what?
Is it okay for one to be forced to experience this kind of threats because he or she doesn't believe in that faith? Does it make sense? For example, I don't believe in Islam. I hate Islam. I don't hate you. I hate Islam. But because of my critiques against Islam, a command was given for me to be threatened, for me to be fought because I don't believe in that ideology. Does that make sense?
No.
So, but Allah here is telling Muslims to go fight the Jews and the Christians because of their religious beliefs. Does that make sense?
These people we are talking about, this Byzantine Empire, they are not totally peaceful towards Islam. Do you aware of that?
Okay, do you have a proof for that?
Do I have what?
You have a proof for that.
Do I have a proof that they were not totally peaceful to Islam?
When you say peaceful, what does that mean? They wage war against Muslims?
You don't you don't just for It's not about you waging war. That is not the only way you cannot be peaceful to
When
someone.
you say they are not
You
peaceful, what
might,
does that
for
mean?
example, wait, let me explain. For example, you might become allies to someone enemy. For example, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. I might not directly fighting you. I might be fighting you indirectly. For example, if you look at what is happening in Ukraine and Russia, a lot of people are fighting Russia through Ukraine. So you cannot just say for all those NATO, they have totally become enemy to Russia because Russia know that these people they are getting support from these particular people. So
You
that
don't
also makes you my enemy.
you don't understand the
Brother,
politics you are talking about. Sorry.
Lord have mercy. What does Russia and Ukraine, America, London, Italy, what does that have to do with this? Here it says their religious
But
belief, and
no,
you are
no, no.
talking about.
Your claim is that the Byzantine Empire they are totally peaceful. They don't do anything towards Islam.
Okay,
And I
okay,
want to
show
let
me,
you
show
I
me,
want to tell you that it
brother,
is a force.
brother, brother, show me in this Tafsir where it says they allied
Why
with
why must I
people.
show you only in this tafsir?
Okay, give me
Do
another
I
quote. Give me another quote.
I will look it up for you.
All right, you've got your time. Go ahead. Give me another quote. Lord have mercy.
Well
So
done.
Ibn Kathir, so which means Ibn Kathir here was sleeping. Why he was supposed to give us the full detail of what happened, because he literally tells us this is the reason as to why Allah sent Muhammad to go fight the Jews and the Christians. This is the reason. And now we have another Muslim who is telling us that they allied with enemies of Islam, just like as other people allied with Russian to fight against. I don't understand. Like, where is it? Give me the quote. Where are you getting that from? This you see, I'm only talking about this topic, okay, because it has a context already, because y'all already spoke about it. The topic I mostly love to deal with that makes these people get stuck is the is the inconsistency in the religion of Islam. That's the things like. These are the things that I want to talk about, because Muslims, they don't have ground to stand upon when it comes to talking about the inconsistency, because these people, they only believe in the religion of Islam. They don't want to talk about the evidence. They only believe, yes, this is the truth. But when it comes to talking about the evidence that shows that Islam is really true, they don't want to talk about that. To them, Islam is just directly from heaven. So therefore, there's no need for us to go out from Islam to talk about evidence. Islam says we have previous revelations, but they don't care about those previous revelations. But the same Quran says believe in these previous revelations. No, we just have to believe them because Allah revealed them. Where does Allah say that? No evidence for this religion. Doesn't make sense. This brother here just read what we read, and now he's now going out there to give us something that contradicts this, because this one right here says they were commanded to fight them because of their religious beliefs. Full stop. Here, brothers and sisters, here it tells us the reason as to why they were commanded, and then it further says, fight those who do not believe in that. So now here, this one is expounding
Okay,
on the reason here,
okay.
right?
Now, this Byzantine Empire, they are what? They show
I
hostility
thought I
towards
thought you
Islam.
said I thought you said you wanted to give me a quote.
You know what?
I thought you said you wanted to give me a quote.
Yes, I have to explain before giving you a quote.
Please,
Or I should
just
just bring out the
give
now
me.
when we are talking about hostility, it means that if you go and look at the meaning of hostility, it means someone that have the ability to fight you, or someone that is unfriendly, or you see that these people they are ready to attack you, or they oppose you, like what you are doing totally
Bro, please
oppose
give me
what
the
they are
quote.
doing.
Give me the quote, please.
Sorry, what do you mean by oppose? What do you mean by oppose?
Oppose means when they don't.
How do I know somebody? Listen, listen, in religion, for instance, in religious context, you believe Muhammad and Allah, okay? The traditional worshippers believe in their thing, okay? We believe in Jesus, our Lord, and all that. So that alone shows that and we are all in the same space, okay? It's not like Christians live in Australia, Muslims live in Saudi, the traditional worshippers live in Osun State. Do you understand? So there is no way, because even Islam came to take over some space. Do you understand? Do you understand me?
You see,
Yes.
brother Jesus
So
actually,
Now,
sir,
can you
so that
you
issue of
see,
opposition
wait,
is
wait,
normal.
wait? Let me,
brother,
let me,
Christian. Proud Christian.
let me
Proud
wait.
Christian.
I asked you to give me time
Proud
to
Christian.
explain.
Yeah,
You don't just
hold on,
stop cutting me off.
Uma,
Let
hold on.
me.
Proud Christian.
both to talk, yeah?
Uma, hold on, please. Proud Christian. In the next like 10 minutes, maybe 20. We are in 8:22. We are going to
19 in
end it
19 minutes.
Okay, no
because
problem, no
we are going
problem.
to okay 19
Yeah, I'm gonna
minutes.
get done in a
Because
sec.
evangelist man will soon come.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get done in a second, all
Yes,
right?
sir.
Here, okay. For
No
example, we
problem.
were talking about,
Yeah, because
yeah, no problem, sir. We're talking about hostility. Okay, for example, in chapter 5, verse 13 or 14, if I'm not mistaken, it talks about how Allah spreads hostility between the Christians and that word hostility is hatred, you understand, among themselves. Okay? So it doesn't
Hostility is
necessarily
what? Hostility is what?
it's just hatred.
Hostility is hatred.
Hatred, yeah. We say spread hostility within them. All right. So
Hostility means when you see that when you see that these people what they are doing, it is something that it is they are showing sign that in any time they can attack you.
okay, let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. Maybe you don't know what you're talking about. For example, if a Muslim leaves
When
Islam,
someone
hold on,
become unfriendly
let me,
towards
let
you,
me,
that's always
bro,
not
that is hate,
hostility.
that is hatred. I just told you. For example, let me give you another context. If you leave Islam today and you end up, for example, you end up in that community telling others that, hey, you leave Islam publicly, like leave this religion. What are you promoting? Are you promoting hostility within in the land?
You ask me to bring evidence.
Are you
I'm trying to
promoting
explain
hostility
I'm
in the
trying to
land?
explain. Wait. You asked me to bring evidence.
You know what
I'm
you're gonna
trying to
do,
explain what I
bro? You know
brought.
what you're gonna do,
You are
bro,
still
brother? Because
pushing another question to me.
the life will soon end because you're misrepresenting how that word works.
What
Give
I'm
us
saying,
the
wait,
brother.
what I'm
Give
telling
us
you
the
is that you asked me to
evidence.
bring
Just give us the
what you
evidence
asked me to
because
bring. You
give
asked
us
me
the
to
evidence.
bring evidence.
Then give us,
We are talking about the Byzantine Empire of Rome,
bro.
right?
Give us the evidence. The life will soon shut down. Give us the evidence. You talk too much, bro.
Okay, now the reason why the Prophet Muhammad attacked these
Brother,
people.
give us the evidence. I want to show it on the screen.
Okay, we can first check why it shows that these people are what they can attack Muslim. They are a threat to Muslim. If you go and check Surah to Rum, verse 30, Surah to Rum, that is chapter 32 to 4. It talks about this Roman
Hold on.
Empire, and it shows
Hold on a second. Surah what? Surah 30, verse
Surah
what? Uh, Surah 30, verse what?
2, verse 2 to 4.
Okay.
So
Here
this
it says,
verse shows,
hold on. Let me read. Hold on a second. It said the Roman Empire has been defeated. Okay. And then,
okay,
hold on a
yeah,
second. Verse 3. In a land close by, but they, even after this defeat of theirs, will soon be victorious. And then verse 4.
hmm?
And then verse 4, it says, Within a few years, with Allah is the decision in the past and in the future. On that day shall on that day shall the believers rejoice. Where does he say the Roman Empire or the Romans or the Christians, the Jews, they were threats to Muslims? Because this one also shows that they are fulfilling the command of Allah. Where does he say
It
the
shows,
Christians
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah,
Jews?
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Wait,
where does it
wait,
say the
wait,
Jews and the Christians wage war against Muslims?
wait. Will you wait? Let me explain what you just read now. What you just read now shows that this Roman Empire, they attack the Persians. So they attack
Where?
them. And
Where does it say they attacked the Persians? Where? Where?
do you know the context? Do you know the context of the verse you just read? Do you know the if you go and check the tafsir about it, do you know it?
Can you
Okay,
bring the
wait,
teflon now?
brother, wait. What you are trying to tell us here, what you are trying to tell us here, shows that this verse here, the one you just gave us here, is telling us, or in other words, this one is correlation with the one I gave to you before. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes. I want to show
Okay,
you. No, you asked
hold
me.
on a second.
No,
Hold
no,
on a
no, no,
second.
no.
For you to
You asked me
understand.
to
Look,
show. You asked me to show the hostility of the Romans.
hold on a second. In order for us not to waste time here, because the light will soon shut down. Hold on. Oh my God. The one I read for you before says, because of their religious belief, Muslims should go and fight the Jews and the Christians. It tells you the reason. Is that one false?
Why? Why did Roman Empire attack the Persian Empire?
Oh my God, Lord have mercy. I just asked a question. Is that one false? Because of their religious belief, you have to fight them. Is that false?
Yes, yes. No, are you? Is that Quran false or what?
Is that statement false that they should go and
It
fight
is
the
no, no,
Jews
no.
and
It
the
is not a
Christians?
force. It is not a
The,
force because their
okay,
religion
Roman
believe
Empire,
because
Roman
that same
Empire, are they Christian?
they are not
here,
Christian.
the
No,
point,
no, they
the
are
point
not
here,
Christian. That is why it also
brother,
serve as a fear. That is
brother,
why that
listen,
action of a Roman Empire it
bringing
also
us
serve as a threat
bringing us
towards
to this
Muslim.
verse here, is a waste of time because in that
No,
context,
no, no, no,
hold on.
no,
That
no.
context
It
I
is
gave
not.
to you, brother. That context I gave to you, is it talking about Jews and the Christians?
Yes.
Okay, so the
Who
Jews
are
and
those? Who are those Christians? Who are those Christians? They are the Roman Empire. They are what? They are the
so
Byzantine
you
Roman
okay?
Empire.
Wait. You are saying that the entirety of the Roman empires are Christians. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Oh my God, you said no?
no. You want to put something else to my mouth? You ask me.
You said Roman. Wait, brother. The Tafsir is specific. It says the Jews and the Christians. Yes or no?
Yes,
So, and then go and fight them because of their religious beliefs. Yes or no?
that Christian.
Oh my
Yes,
God. Yes. So
yes,
you should
yeah.
go
I've
and fight them
answered
because
yes.
of
I've said yes. I've said
okay,
yes. But
not that.
if we were the one I asked that kind
Hold on.
of question, you
Hold
never
on.
answer me. You will never answer yes or
Not
no. You keep asking me
not
yes or no question.
oh, no problem. No, I understand. But not that they wage war against Muslim in that context. Yes or no?
After I answer yes or no now, if I want to explain, you now allow me to explain. You just want me to answer yes or
Brother,
no.
I did not tell you to explain yet because you are
Okay,
wasting
I
my
should just
time.
answer yes or no, and
You
that
will
is all.
explain later. You will explain later if time permits. All right. They were told to go and fight the Christians and the Jews because of their religious belief, because they reject Muhammad, because they
Not because of their religious belief only, because of what they are doing currently towards others.
all right, bro, you are just a waste of time.
Like what?
Um,
Like what? What were they doing? Show us evidence of
no,
what
no,
They
they were
are
no,
doing.
showing
Show us
hostility
evidence.
towards others. For example, what
And
just
show us
happened here?
evidence. Now we are talking.
I'm,
Hello, Mr.
this is the
Mr.
this is the
Man.
evidence.